Hello, my name is Doug Spiller. I'm with Foward Lift, and today we will be talking about the new mobile column from Foward Lift, the FCH 18. So what we're going to do today is take you through the Foward mobile column from the bottom up. We'll then run them as a group of four and show you how they function as a group. Foward's mobile column is an 18,000 pound column. That means its capacity is 18,000 pounds per column. As a group of four, we're looking at 72,000 pounds of capacity. It's completely mobile, not anchored to the floor. Each wheel is spring-loaded. The spring-loaded feature allows the column to sit down on the ground as the vehicle weight is engaged. Each column is equipped with a steering mechanism. This steering mechanism allows the column to be directed to the vehicle, and it also functions as a parking brake. When it's in the up position, the column will not move. When the arm is in the down position, the column can be moved. Each column is equipped with a fixed fork and an optional adapter sleeve that allows you to engage various size wheels. In the fixed fork condition, the lift can accommodate 24-inch tires down to 19-inch tires. In the adapter sleeve configuration, that can go down to 14 inches. The column also comes standard equipped with fork pockets for ease of transportation around your shop.
Each of these windows is a locking position. They are about 3 inches apart. You can also see the cylinder rod inside the carriage.
Communication between the columns operates through this small cable and is connected to the other columns via the simple communication cable and this outdoor speaker plug. The cable is simply hung on the column when not in use. The column is also equipped with a disconnect switch. This can turn the power on and off for the entire column. This mobile column is battery operated. It charges off 110. The charger is located in this upper hood. The charging status can be viewed through this port. The charger location plugs into the side connection for 110 or 230 volt power. Read and understand all warning labels before operating the machine. Inside the control panel, you'll find the battery charger, the lock, the emergency lowering valve, the fill for the hydraulic fluid, and both batteries. This is the interface between the user and the column. As you can see, it features a graphic of the vehicle with headlights and taillights to help the user interface and understand where they're at relative to the vehicle. Upon power up, the column goes through a diagnostic and you will see red, green, and yellow LEDs in all the positions. After power up, there'll be a battery indication and a height display. After the power up, the user tells the column which position they are in relative to the vehicle. This column will be the left rear. I press the power button on and the power light illuminates. As you can see, the column turned green. Green means the column is active and will be functional. We also feature a raise, a lower, a slow lower, featuring our turtle, and lower to lock for each column. Each column can run not only itself, but any of the other columns as a group. The column features 4 additional buttons. The lock button locks and unlocks the group together. The series of lines button, single, pair, and group, operates either a single column on one press, 2 columns, its opposite pair, on 2 presses, or 4 columns or 6 columns, or a group in the final press. This button allows the user to turn on and off the LED lights for the lift. The final display allows the user to get a real-time height feedback, and also error messages are listed on the screen. Error messages are cleared by pressing the X key 2 times, as demonstrated. The final graphic is the shape of a battery. The battery display will display in green, yellow, or red. Green in 3 bars, yellow in 2 bars, and red in the final bar. Each indication will be approximately 5 full capacity raise and lowers. This is the lock and allows the user to access the control panel with a 7/16 socket. Our final stop on the control panel is the emergency stop. If you are lifting a vehicle and you don't like the position of the vehicle or the movement of the vehicle, hit the E-stop and you'll see an error code displayed with a flashing red light. The error display, E5 or ES, for emergency stop. To reset the error, simply turn the knob to the right. To access the service features of the lift, simply insert the SD card into the SD slot and power up the lift. The lift automatically loads the software and allows the service menus to be active on the display screen. This is revision 6 software, and I can change other service features of the lift from this menu. Simply press the X button to go back to the lifting menu. Don't forget to remove your SD card. Leaving it in the lift allows the user to access features that he may or may not want. Now we are going to run the columns as a group. As we move the column in, we turn it on and tell it which position we're in. Once the column is in position, I take the communication cable, run it to the adjacent column, and connect it in the side of the column. As I'm moving this column into position, I again turn it on and tell it its position relative to the vehicle, in this case the left front. As we make each connection, the column illuminates on the other control panels. Once all 4 columns are in position, we press the lock button, which turns all of the columns green, and we are now ready to lift. After you press the lock group button, press the raise button and raise the vehicle off the ground a few inches. Check the stability of the vehicle, then continue raising to a safe working height. Don't forget to lower the vehicle onto the locks before going under the vehicle. To lower the vehicle, we must first raise it up off the locks, pressing and holding the raise button for approximately 1 second, and then pressing the lower button, and holding the lower button as we lower down to the ground. To perform an emergency lower, you must pull back on the locking mechanism and the lowering mechanism. Care and maintenance for your FCH mobile column is as simple as wiping it down, keeping it clean, and checking the batteries. We hope you found this video informative, and as always, call us at 1-800-423-1722 for all your forward lift questions.